Now let's talk about the other model, the TCP/IP model. Be very careful here. Don't confuse the TCP/IP protocol suite with the TCP/IP model. They are two different things. The context in which you use them will tell you whether you're talking about the suite or the model. Why do we need to do this? Well, it turns out that the OSI model doesn't really fit the TCP/IP protocol suite very well. There are several protocols in the TCP/IP suite that you go, well, which layer should it go into? And sometimes it's pretty questionable. And besides that, we don't even use some of the layers very often in our discussions and in our daily work that are in the OSI model, and so we wanted to leave some out. So the TCP/IP model was designed in order to better fit, or to be a better fit, with the TCP/IP protocol suite. So how do we form it? Well, first of all, we realize that the presentation layer and the session layers, we rarely use them. Those are kind of programming things. Those are something that a software designer might be concerned with, but as networking professionals, we don't really ever use those ourselves. So we just combine the first three into the application layer. The transport and network layer, we kind of leave those alone, although we do a little renaming, as you'll see in a minute. And then the data link and physical layer, what's going on with those two is that some protocols fit into both of them. That is, there are elements of data link and physical in a protocol. And so we often combine those. In fact, for the TCP/IP model, we do combine those and just call them one thing. So it shakes out like this. We'll take the first three, application, presentation, and session, and we'll combine them into the application layer. The transport layer is the same. The network becomes the inter-network layer, and sometimes you'll just see that listed as the internet layer. And then the data link and physical layers, we'll combine those two and we'll call it the network access layer. Again, sometimes you'll see that listed as the link layer. We kind of change the terminology a little bit over time. One very important note. When we refer to the OSI model, which we do, by the way, most of the time, it was so well ingrained in our terminology by the time TCP/IP came along that we just continue to use it. We don't actually refer to the TCP/IP model that often. But when we refer to the layers of the OSI model, we refer to them by number. We do not do that with the TCP/IP layers. So we use phrases all the time in industry. Yeah, it's a layer 3 problem, or that was a layer 1 problem. You notice I said here daily, and then I said down here, when I say daily, I really mean that. You will hear this pretty much daily in the workplace. Layer 2 address, a layer 3 address. And if I'm talking about a layer 2 address, I know I'm talking about one kind of address. If I say a layer 3 address, I know I'm talking about another kind of address. A layer 1, yeah, I have a layer 1 issue. Maybe a cable was bad or was unplugged. So this is just the way we talk. So you really have to get to know the OSI model and the numbers associated with those various layers and what they mean. It's very important. All right, that's it for TCP/IP model.